Welcome back to Runaway with Taborland, and today I got 5 unique items that I bring with me camping. Usually every time. They're small, they're lightweight. A lot of my friends and family think it's a little too much to bring camping, especially when I'm in a tiny camper. But I like having them. It's like a comfort thing. Well, my wife, Allison, really likes one of them just because she's shorter and it really helps out when, getting in the camper and getting out of the camper. But let's get rolling. Let's see what 5 things I bring on a camping trip that most people probably don't even think about. Or, well, one of them they think about, but the other 4 probably not. And one is because I'm really paranoid. Well, yeah, really paranoid. So let's check them out.
Huh? What?
No.
What?
So one of my favorite things, and if you saw my cruise video, you'll know that I love a weather station. Let me show you this.
Hey, a new weather station!
So I keep this in the Runaway just so I know what the temperature is outside and what the temperature I have in the Runaway, because the Runaway AC unit does not have a temperature gauge on it. So I really don't know how cold it gets in this thing. So I have this to tell me what the outside temperature, especially that part right there, the humidity outside. And you can see today it is 91% humidity. It's only 67 inside my garage. But this tells me everything I want to know. Even the moon cycle, as you can see at the bottom there, tells me the date, the time, and yes, I am up that early shooting a video. And today's date is right before Labor Day. So if you're watching this in December, this was shot a while ago. But I always have it in my camper. And no,
What happens when we each get a peek behind the curtain?
I don't leave it on all the time. I just had that on for dramatic effect. But it comes with this. It's a battery-operated sensor. Now, I said I bring this on the cruise because you can just hook it up to a hook outside on your balcony, if you have a balcony, of course. But this is what reads the outside temperature. So you leave this outside of your camper when you're camping. I usually just leave it on top of my camper so it's nice and high. It's inconspicuous and gets the job done. So my next item that I really use a lot, and I have 2 of them actually, it's a step stool that collapses so it's easy to store in the camper. But it's great. It has these grippy things on the outside with glow-in-the-dark strips. So you can see it at night. It's real easy. Has a carrying handle and multiple levels. Let me show you. So setting it up is easy. You just pop out the sides and they lock in place right here. So then you can adjust the height of each leg. There's a button on the bottom and a button on the top. So you press both buttons and you just move it forward every time depending how high you want it. And then it's easy as just putting it back in. I'll leave it at the lowest setting because you need the lowest setting when you're putting it away. But it's as simple as bada bing, bada boom. And now you have a nice little stool to help you inside your camper. It's small and stupid, but it really helps. I point at that door where we get in and out all the time. And I also have one because I have the back door on my camper. So we put one back there, usually when I'm getting in. It helps us taller guys too, just to have an easier step than just stepping up in it. I know, simple, stupid, and you wouldn't think to get it because it's such a tiny camper, but really makes a difference. I like it.
He likes it. Mikey likes it.
And when I'm not using it, it just stores right next to the door when I'm getting in. The second one is in the back and under the bed. And I keep that just by its place. And if you're wondering what my camper looks like when it's in storage mode, pretty packed for a little tiny camper. So the next thing I have, it's pretty basic. It's a cheaper version of this, but I get nervous at night. I don't like leaving my tent my gazelle tent up and all my stuff in it. Allison says it's fine, so I do it. But just to have a little more security, I did get a small little camera. I know compared to my head it's big, but it's really not, doesn't take up a lot of room. And then there's different ways to clamp it. I clamp it up top, and sometimes I'll clamp it to the front tongue just to keep it low profile to see, you know, who's walking around. Plus you don't see it as much when it's on the front of the camper, in my opinion. I know people have different opinions about this, but this one is really good because it works not on Wi-Fi, so you can be out wherever if you have a cell phone signal, because it works off your cell phone. I think it's called digital. I am not familiar with, you know, connectivity on things, but it goes through your phone to run, because basically when I'm sitting in the camper, I can pull up the camera and just move it around. This pivots, and this part goes up and down, so you can go up and down, side to side, so it moves around, so you can really get a field of, you know, your campground. And the best part is it's solar powered, so I don't need to hook it up to anything but the solar. So basically I'll run this from the top of the camper, take the cord and plug it into this. It does reach from the camper to the tongue of the Runaway, because, you know, it's a small camper, but, you know, really works pretty good. It's not the best quality, it's not the fastest quality because it's running through your phone, but it worked for me on just my weekend getaways. And also you can use this if you wanted to. You can hook it up at your house and put this on a pole and put this on a fence, and bada bing, you got a little bit of home security off your phone. So while you're sitting in bed, you hear something outside, you know, if you got this plugged in, you're good to go. Like I said, solar panel, it's a great little camera. But like I said, it does go, you know, it is pretty slow sometimes when I'm moving it, because you swipe and then it's like you swipe and it goes. It is slow. I'll give you that. They probably make better ones out there. Of course, for all these things, I'll leave a link below on where you can get it on Amazon. And once you're in the link, it'll give you suggestions of other cameras or other stools or other, you know, weather stations. So you can pick the one that you like the best. That's just what I went with, and I can only tell you about these. So the next unique item that I bring, and maybe it's not so unique, I just never seen anybody use it. I've seen videos, people that have, you know, outdoor showers and stuff. I seen one or two of them use it, and I know people that have wet baths in their camper use it, but I love it just outside the camper for anytime I gotta wipe off my feet or get out of the, you know, some spots are sandy. Let me show you. So I have the simple bamboo platform, and on the back it does have these little grips. So, you know, you can bring it to the shower with you if you want. I mean, it's kind of awkward to walk to the shower with, you know. You got your walk bag and you're bringing this big board with you. Just use shower shoes, I guess, for that. But I love it just outside the camper. So we usually have like a rug down or something, but I put it right next to the step stool, just so when I get on it, I just take shoes and socks off on that, so I'm not sitting on the dirt. Or I could sit on, you know, you could sit on the camper, right? You sit on the camper, put your feet there. Same purpose, same effect, but I use this a lot. I just like using it. It's easy to store because it's so flat. I do have a shower. I have a video on my territory tent that I use that in as well when I'm taking a shower using a rinse kit. But usually it's that in the shower, but I also keep it right next to the Runaway. And if you have a wet bath, like I said, put that in your wet bath and you can dry off in the shower. And you won't get your feet wet sitting in the water below.
Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm gonna slap you silly!
Really handy, it's really great. It's, you know, a simple bamboo mat. Is it extra? Is it ridiculous? Yes, I agree. But, you know, look how fat it is. It's perfect. It just fits right in the camper. It fits under any bed. fantastic. I highly recommend a bamboo mat or platform or shower board or whatever these things are called. I don't know. But I'll find it and put it in the description for you.
He is so modest. He kills me.
And last but not least, it's really actually one of the cheapest things I have. And it's probably the most valuable thing that I bring with me at all times, no matter what I'm doing. I always have a battery bank. So this battery bank, basically it's an all-in-one. It charges my cell phones. It has 2 ports in the back. It has 2 USB and 1 USB-C in the back. It also has a flashlight feature. So you double click the power button and boom, you get a flash. I won't do it on camera, of course, but you get a nice powerful flashlight to find your way. Also, even on the back, it has a little mini compass. So carry this with me at all times. When we go on a little hike, even though it's daytime, I bring this with me. So I always have power with me. And of course, it's just always charging. I keep it on the back side of my backpack. So if I'm bringing my backpack with me, I take the carabiner that it's attached to, and you can see I just have it on my backpack. So when I'm out and about. Now, the only thing I do recommend when you get these things, the carabiners that come with them are not very good. You see how it doesn't really stay in place anymore? So definitely upgrade the carabiner if you're gonna use it. But it could be a lifesaver. I'm not, all kidding aside, it could actually be a lifesaver. Just a simple gadget like a rechargeable power bank could really save you in a jam. Now, you can't make a call on it, but it looks like a phone. But you can charge your phone if it died, and you always have your flashlight and a mode to find your way with your compass. So highly recommend this. Now, it also, you can charge it. You don't need the solar power. You can actually charge it yourself. But when you're out and about, especially when it's on your backpack, it's just getting sun the whole time. So it's perfect. It's great. Get yourself if you don't like anything else, the other 4 things in this video, definitely please get yourself a solar power battery bank if you don't have one already. If you do, you know what's good. If you don't, highly recommend. They're not expensive. I'll put it out there for Amazon for you. And basically that's, I have a lot more gadgets and gizmos I keep with me that people just think is ridiculous. But I just want to put 5 out there, do a short video for you all. And that's what I do. So thank you for watching. And if you didn't know, I am in the t-shirt business and I'm developing Halloween shirts right now, mainly zombies and witches and stuff. But I also have a couple camping and a lot of cruising shirts. So if you like cruising, definitely, oh, the light just went out in the garage. So if you like cruising, check out those. They're on redbubble.com. Just look for Taborland, as you know it, and you can find those shirts. And thank you all for liking and subscribing all my videos. Please comment, because I will respond to every comment. But thank you again, and thank you as always for watching Runaway with Taborland. And I hope you have a great, fantastic Labor Day weekend. See ya.